I am making a short series of videos where I review factoring quadratics when the leading term is not 1. So the guess and check method. Research actually says that the guess and check method is actually not the best way for students to factor. But if that's what you're learned and that's what you're good at, people need to kind of stay with what they already learned in high school, unless you did want to go to the next video and try to learn the AC method, which is actually my favorite. But anyways, if you're guessing and checking, what you're doing is you're looking at factors of each of these, and this one's so easy. I mean, this is the perfect case where students should know how to do this by guess and check, right? You've got to have a 2 and an X here. And then the only other possibilities are the 3 and the 1. So do I put the 1 here and the 3 here, or do I put the 3 here and the 1 here? Which of course, when I check my middle terms, it's this one that works. So if there's not a lot of factors involved, then this is the way to go. Okay, and this one too is not so bad. Factors of 3, 3 and 1, right? So you're starting 3x and x. All right, then -8. So 1's got to be positive, 1's got to be negative. Factors of 8 are 8 and 1, 2 and 4. I feel like I often don't start with the sort of more extreme ones, like the 8 and the 1. So let's start with the 2 and the 4. And again, it just comes down to, what goes where, and then how do we adjust the signs, right? So let's see, this would give me 12 and 2. I don't think I want that, right? But this would give me 4x in the middle. This would give me 6x. And so let's see, if the 6x were the -6x when I do outside, and my inside was +4x, that gives me my -2x, okay, which I needed for the middle term. Okay, so again, not so bad. Okay, the reason that I don't think that this should be your sole method that you rely on is when you come down to something like this. Okay, not that we have to factor things like that. I mean, I think most of the factoring we do in this class looks a little bit more like these first two, but look at something like this. I mean, there's factors of 6, 6 and 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 20. Like I said, I don't usually start with like the 1 and 20 when I'm guessing, but we have 2 and 10. We have 4 and 5. I mean, this is just going to be really a nightmare of, I don't know, do I put a 5 here, a 4 here? I mean, there's all sorts of different combinations. Like, you would really be working on this, unless you get lucky pretty quickly, because then we could do could it be this? And the 2 and the 10. Actually, one way you can tell it's not going to be the 2x with the 10 is because a 2 could factor out, but a 2 can't factor out of this whole thing. So that is a little trick that you can use. It's not going to be a 2 and a 10 together unless everything here was divisible by 2. But again, this is where I suggest you go watch the next video and you learn the AC method. Thanks for watching.